Hi and welcome to Car Peasants. Here's my second summer car that I'm about to drive to the... Well, actually I'm gonna go and wash it first and then let it dry for over one night, and then I will drive it to my winter storage. It's the older model from 1982, and it's also the better equipped version GLE. Let's just do a little tour around the car. It's in quite good condition, a bit over 200,000 kilometers. Anyway, it's quite clean, as you can see. And what's special about this car is that it's made in Finland. It has the sunroof. Also, it's automatic, and since it's the better equipped version, it has power steering standard as well. I just love all the quirks inside here. For example, this is where the ignition keys. Let's see if it starts. It hasn't been running in a while. Yeah, the battery was quite low apparently, but it started anyway. That's good, that's good. It has a few issues, yeah, like the headliner is sagging. That's really common in these. Haven't got around to fixing it yet. I have driven like I think 5,000 kilometers with it. I've had it, this is the second summer I had it in drive. It's making a bit of a racket. It has been standing here in the rain for a few weeks now. Yeah, here's the engine. This is also the not the carbureted one. It has the fuel injection, so just love the way the bonnet opens. Here's a fun fact. I couldn't get the camera in the windshield because it's so curvy. Made like a fighter plane, this. But yeah, I've always had a soft spot for Saabs for some reason. This is the second one I own, but apparently the first car I ever rode in was a Saab 90. Yeah, back from the children's hospital where I was born. So my grandfather had one. If some of you don't know what a Saab 90 is, it was a weird mix they made in the Finnish plant of Saab Valmet, where they thought they were coming out with this newer model, this Saab 900, and the model before this was the Saab 99. So the people in Finland who worked at the factory thought that they need some model that's cheaper than the new 900, because it was quite expensive back in the day. So they decided to make a model with the rear end of the old model, the 99, and the front, the nose, was from the newer 900 Saab. So, or was it the other way around? Anyway, yeah, it was. I don't think it was sold much outside Finland, or maybe it wasn't sold outside of Finland at all. But yeah, anyway, that's what my grandfather had. Even today, this car is still quite good to drive, even in the longer journeys. The seats are really comfortable, and it's quite good to drive. The only difference, of course, to modern cars is, well, this one doesn't have air conditioning. You could have had it back in the day, but oh, you wouldn't need that in Finland. Yeah, people back then thought it was just something that could break down. But anyway, Yeah, the only thing you notice that's different compared to a modern driving experience is that the engine and transmission, they both feel quite antiquated. So the automatic transmission is, of course, it's a 3-speed. So when driving anything over 80 kilometers, it's just the revs are so awful. You really don't want to drive much faster than 90 kilometers. And also, well, the engine is quite strong, but yeah, it's a bit over 100 horsepower, so nothing special really. Of course, this model also had the famous turbo setup that you could have bought. Apparently, I think I'm like the 3rd or 4th owner of the car, I think. Yeah, the first one who bought it was an airline pilot for Finnair. Yeah, that's a cliche for you as well. Yeah, Saab, born from jets. Yeah, this summer I didn't drive the car as much since I got the Alpha. So I drove that a lot more until it broke down. But did a few runs with this one as well. Sorry, I'm driving on cobblestones at the moment. Just going to my friend's garage. I've had some issues this summer. Well, okay, they started last summer already, but the car doesn't, when the weather is anything over 10 or 15 degrees, the car gets quite warm in the engine department, so it's not a very good car to drive in the city. Of course, now it's no problem since the weather is not warm at all by any means, but during summertime it did get quite hot, the engine and coolant. So next spring I think I will buy a new radiator and also a new water pump, because I think either one of those is the blame here. It's the reason why the car gets so hot, because basically all the other parts have been already replaced. So, but yeah, you can drive with it. It doesn't overheat, has never overheated with me, but it's annoying to follow the needle going up and up. Yeah, I'm just now reversing to my friend's garage. It's underground, so it's a bit annoying, and a narrow passageway here. But it's good brake test. Also, it's quite warm in here now. Yeah, these cars had a really good heater, so one could drive this car in the winter as well, but I don't want to drive it in the winter. It would rust out. My plan is to get it museum inspected, so one could get a better price for it, but haven't got around to it yet. Onko se siinä? All right. Car's now washed up. We are here at the shop, and there's quite a few interesting cars here as well. Yeah, we will definitely drive this beast one day when it's not snowing or raining. How many horsepower did it have?
Almost 600.
Here's another AMG. Here's another barn find that has been stuck here for how many years now?
En mä muista.
Like 10?
4 years.
4 years, okay.
It's 10 years.
And this one a bit longer.
3 viikon päästä on tilanne se, että me kaverille rahaa.
car's now washed up, and this will be the last time I will drive it this year. I don't understand why they don't make more seats like this nowadays. Every seat has to be so rock hard, sporty or whatever. These seats have just the right amount of softness in them. If you aren't in a hurry, this is the perfect car to go sightseeing or just do some event during the summertime. Classic car show or something like that. The plant still exists that made this car. After Saab started to get into trouble, they started making the Porsche Cayman, and after that they made for a brief while the Fisker Karma, and nowadays they make vehicles for Mercedes-Benz. Maybe their crowning achievement was the conversion of this 900 model into a convertible, which is of course one of the most recognized Saab vehicles as well. This car is from 1982. The engine is 4-cylinder and with fuel injection, which was quite ahead of its time when this car first arrived. And the transmission is situated on front of the engine, and I think some of the parts are also at the bottom of the engine. It's the same kind of design that Mini used in their car. Only difference is Mini also shared the oil. The engine and transmission shared the same oil. This one luckily doesn't. But yeah, it's a different design than usual. The transmission is in front of the engine, not behind. Of course, it's a front-wheel driven car as well. The design of the car is, I just enjoy it. Everything is a bit different than with other car makers. It even has a seatbelt warning light. People were a lot more perverse in the 80s.